We was about to resubscribe to.
That was 2 clicks.
Hello, I am here early because I'm lonely. I was packing this morning and then I was like, I want to stream early. You guys probably noticed excuse me, I'm burping up really bad coffee, and so let me explain that first. I ordered Tim Hortons coffee to the house, and I forgot to tell them to put cream in it, but I was like, you know what, that's okay. I have my own cream. So I put the Italian cream that we have in it, but I put too much. So now my coffee tastes gross and I can only take it in sips. And I'm really sad that I spent money on a coffee that's not good. And it's my own fault. I'm Sage. But anyway, you guys probably heard the music in the beginning before my theme song. Also, hello Ray, hello Keck, welcome. But you guys probably heard the music before my theme song. And hold on, I'll play some more of it actually. Let me turn off my music. I'll play some more of it in the background because this shit is great, and you can play it as much as you fucking want. He like does not give a shit. Hold on, let me find something else that's good. I think this one's one that I liked. Hold on, I gotta get through the commercial. I gotta download his music instead of just using YouTube. He literally has a place where you can download it, and I'm just like a lazy bitch. Okay, turn it down a bit. So, okay, his name is White Bat Audio. And when I put this VOD up on YouTube, there'll be a link to him as well. And I really love his music. I found him over this week. And I've been listening to his shit at work. And I'm probably creeping the shit out of all of my coworkers, but I don't really give a fuck. And like, he has like this really like 80s style synth horror. Not all of his stuff is horror, but I've been listening to his horror tracks the most because it seems to be what he likes the most, because he has like packs that you can buy too if you want to use them for whatever, and they're not even expensive either, but the stuff that he has in YouTube you can just listen to for whatever you want as long as you credit him, which is he's a saint. And you can hear like this, it's very retro synth sound, and I love it. He also has some dark wave stuff and like just general synth music, and I'm in love with his horror tracks. They are so good. And I think when I get back into making the podcast, because I have a new format that I want to make the podcast in after the move, I'm probably going to use some of his music in the background. I can't use all of it. Some of it's really dynamic and would be not good background music and would be better for like a video game or a movie to enhance a really powerful scene. But he does have some music that would work well as background sound to like a podcast story. So I'm gonna pick out those tracks and probably use them for it. Gothic vaporwave. Oh yeah, dark wave is like let me go to his he has dark wave stuff, so let me find his playlists. Oh, he apparently also has metal music, but I haven't listened to his metal music yet. He has Twitch safe music mixes, premium music packs. Those are the ones that you can buy. Dark synth and synth wave. So like, I consider dark synth like think like cyberpunk, but like disturbing in a way, I guess is the best way to put like dark synth in my opinion. What's the official? What? Dark synth is a subgenre of synthwave that blends atmospheric, often dark and eerie landscapes and synthwave with elements of horror soundtracks, metal, and industrial music. Okay, so yeah, that's, you know, kind of cyberpunky, but like disturbing. I see, my description was correct, but that's the like specific. Here's the thing, I know genres, but I don't know like their official terms. And so I've just been really enjoying his music. He's been doing music for, well, I don't know how long he's been doing music, but he's been doing music here on YouTube since like 2017. And it's all great. He's very anti-AI. He credits all the art that he puts up with his videos. He usually gets a lot of it from ArtStation. I see artists thank him for using his artwork, so like he seems very respectful and individual. And so I don't know, he makes me happy, and his music's great. And so like he also does stuff that's like let's see, I should have played, like, he has a whole playlist of like dark, menacing synth music and stuff too. Probably should have just played that instead of going song to song. Well, like, this is like, his music's so good. Like, I can't. His music sounds delightfully haunting. It makes me want to drive down a woodsy road at night if I could drive. I would be terrified to do that while listening to this music. Oh, if you want to listen to him on like Spotify or other stuff, he doesn't use White Bat Audio everywhere, by the way. His name is Carl Casey. So if you want to look him up in other places, he might be under Carl Casey. I'm trying to, hold on. I saw somewhere that he had like several other projects, that he had different names that he was using. Why? I don't know why he has so many aliases, but he does. Was it his website that told me that? Because he has a whole website too. You can buy merch even. He has like this metal like shirt with this like sick ass bat on it that I want to buy. And I saw somewhere he posted about how he was doing other stuff. He also does custom music, which is great. I have Ash, so I don't really need custom music. But I was tempted. But you have to get a minimum of 2 minutes from him. But I'll probably buy like his packs, because he has his storefront, he has music packs. So he has a dark synthwave cyberpunk pack, and he has different ones. So he has like 5 different versions that fall under like the cyberpunk dark synth type stuff. And then he has like 7 packs that fall under like horror. And one of them is even like, he has some sci-fi, like some special effects packs as well, which is pretty cool. Not just music. So he's really like pro creator and wants to help, like, you know, indie creators. And I think that that's really cool. Yeah. He apparently also has a drum kit for synthwave, which I thought was interesting. But I love music, and so I just found this guy and I've become obsessed with all of his music. He is a good man, right? But yeah, he just has a couple of packs that you can buy, but like 90% of his stuff is free on YouTube, which is pretty great. A gentleman and a scholar. My grandfather used to say that all the time. You are a gentleman and a scholar. So did my grandmother, actually, now that I think about it. They both did. Craziness. But yeah, so I've been crazy about that. His music. That's my go-to compliment. It's a great compliment. I just forget about it until someone else says it. I'm like, oh yeah, my grandparents used to say that a lot. Also, for those of you who weren't at Ash's stream, let me tell you the fiasco that happened on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, on Tuesday, I went to go answer the Discord call from Ash for our collab. No, this was at the beginning. I went to go answer the call, and the little like piece, hold on, I'll show you. Hold on. Okay, so let me pull up the picture of the Wave mic, right? And the Wave, because I have the Elgato Wave 3. But I might try and save up to get a different one. Because I saw that they now have an XLR mic that kind of drops down like a boom mic, and I might get that one instead, but not right now. I've had this mic for like 3 years. So, okay. So this is the mic that I have, right? The Elgato Wave 3. Okay. And you see the little holder that it's in, that like it can swivel inside. You see it? Yeah, the bane of the hand talking. I don't know if their other one also is a tap to mute or not, but if it's a boom mic and it's like above me, I'm much less likely to hit it. But anyway, so you see how it's got the little stand that it's in. So if you zoom up, you can see the bottom part. It can unscrew and you can put it on something else. So I have it screwed onto an arm that goes across my desk. And I quite often use, I'm a terrible person, and instead of holding the mic or holding the bar to move it, I just grab my mic and push it around, which is dumb. And so the little stand that it's on is just made out of plastic. And so after 3 years of doing this, I clearly have made it take its toll. And let me make this small again. So what happened was, if there's the little screw in part, I thought that like the screw in part and then the metal would go up and like inside the holder to give it more structure, but apparently the only metal part of this piece is the screw part. So me just shoving it around for 3 years clearly had been stressing the plastic that it's made out of. And so when I went to go answer, I went to grab my mic and pull it like I normally do in order to answer Ash's call, and it just clean sheared right the fuck off of my stand. And I had to hold it to my mouth like it was an intercom and be like, hold on, Ash, I will be with you in a moment. and then I emergency electrical taped this bitch to the stand. Which was pretty fucking funny. Because I want to say that it felt like an eternity, but that probably took me like at least 5 minutes, but it felt like 7,000 years. Poor Ash is sitting here trying to yap and just stall for me while I'm panic fixing my mic. Is it okay now? Wait, never mind. That's a stupid question. You were using it now. Of course it's okay. Well, I mean, I got it to be okay. So I got it to be taped to my stand to be a part of Ash's stream. And then during Ash's stream, because I was still panicking about it, and I wasn't playing a game, I was just commenting on Yeez, so it's easy to multitask while watching him play Yeez. I was looking for the part. Thank God Elgato lets you buy just the little piece. I think that it's common that that thing breaks because they let you buy a little replacement piece. But here's a little bitch of a thing. So when I got the piece back, I don't know if you can see it in there. Let me zoom in a bit. But like, okay, so you see where the screw is right there? Behind that screw, there is like a little rubber piece that goes through the little stand. And then the way that the rubber piece is made, it keeps the screw from fucking up the stand and the mic. Because on the other side of the little rubber piece, it has a perfect like little shape that's meant to nestle into the mic. Tell me why when I got the replacement piece for this mic, it didn't come with the little rubber pieces. So I had to wrestle these fucking bitches out. Here, I'll make it small again because you guys know what I'm talking about. I lost it. Oh well, goodbye. I had to wrestle these little fucking rubber pieces out of my old broken stand with my goddamn teeth because I couldn't get anything to get it the fuck out. And then I had to wrestle them into the new one, which was also a bitch and a half, so that I could just screw it back into my fucking mic because the little screws wouldn't work without it because the hole is too big for the screw. You have to have the rubber pieces in it. That was fucking annoying, bro. But whatever, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. It's fixed now though, so hold on. Excuse me. Oh, let me have some water. Ugh. Cheesy pizza, at least it's okay now. Yeah, it's okay now. So it's screwed on. It's sturdy. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know what it is lately, but I want to say the past like month or so. If I talk too much, the back of my throat gets dry. And then I start coughing, and I'm not quite sure why that's been happening, but I'll figure it out later. I have more important shit to worry about right now. But anyway, so my mic's fixed. We're good. It cost me literally $10 to fix it. Thank fuck, because normally Elgato stuff is like dumb expensive. Because you're paying a lot for the brand more than its actual thing, and then like a lot of this stuff comes with software, and then you're paying more for the software than the hardware. Like one of the reasons that I'll probably continue to use Elgato items is because I really like their sound splitter that you guys watch me fuck with every fucking stream when we start a new game. I don't know what it is about their sound splitter, but it makes my brain happy, so I like to use it. But you can only use it if you have like an Elgato mic, or I think another Elgato item that would plug into it to be used with it. I'm going to get, for the new place, I'm probably going to get their sound canceling wall things, just because I got ones that stick directly to the wall here, and I think that they do a great job. People like naysayed them really badly when I first got them and were like, they're not gonna do shit, but they actually really help my voice from bouncing off of the fucking flat, very reflective wall that I talk into when I talk to you guys. So I think that they did great. Are they the best? No, but they were like $25. So can I say anything? No. However, they're getting absolutely destroyed as I'm pulling them off the wall to move, and they're leaving a lot of residue on the wall that I'm gonna have to like get off, which is annoying. So when we move to the new place, I'm probably going to get the Elgato ones, solely for the fact that they're not like $300 per board, because a lot of the sound canceling stuff, they're just like boards you hang on the wall, and they're mad expensive, and I am a poor bitch, So Elgato, on the other hand, I think how many panels do you get? You get quite a few panels. Elgato wave panels. Why? Hello? Okay, there we go. Yeah, they're like $100 and you get 6 panels, which is pretty decent size. And then the panels, how they work is nice because they're hexagons. Oh yeah, they are. Like the Whisper Room at my university has those panels. They cost quite a pretty penny. Yeah, they do. They're insane. So the panels, they're cool because they're like hexagonal shape. So you can move them to interlock to each other into different shapes, like basically whatever you need, instead of being stuck with like a straight panel board. And they don't like adhere to the wall with adhesive like the ones that I have now. They actually have like a little frame that you screw into the wall, and then the actual panel itself clicks into the frame, which I think is really cool. So it not only is functional, but I think they look aesthetically pleasing when you put them into the wall as well, which is pretty cool. And they have little designs in them that you can like move the panels to like connect the lines and create like a design and whatever. And they have like various colors. They used to have black, but I think all of the black is sold out and they're just not fucking making more. Like I can't find the black ones anywhere. It's both style and substance. Yeah. So, but I can't find the black ones like fucking anywhere, and it's driving me absolutely insane. So I don't know. If they ever get a restock, I'll buy the black ones. There isn't a dark red either, so our color options are either white or blue. It's like a royal blue. So I'm probably gonna go with the white because blue would clash with everything really badly. So I'll probably just get the white ones for now anyway. But so those will be nice to have eventually. Yeah, I can work with a color gothic theme, and the cool thing is that if they ever get the black back in stock, if I also then later buy the black, I can like alternate them so that they're black and white and like create some cool pattern on the wall. Maybe that would be fun. But we'll see. So when I first move over to the new place, my audio might not be the best. I might have my voice bouncing off of the wall, and I apologize for that. I'll try and see if I can put like a blanket against the wall or something just to muffle like how it bounces off of the flat, harsh wall. But I don't know. We'll see what I can do to like create a ghetto style fix until we can get some actual like good stuff. And before you all yell at me, I used to live in the ghetto, so I'm allowed to make fun of that shit, because I remember when we used to do dumb ass things because we didn't have money. Is the poke not working? Oh, hold on. Hold on. I didn't log in to mix it up. Give me a second. It's logging in right now, and then I'll give you that poke. You could use a snowball Blue Yeti mic. Dude, I almost got a Blue Yeti. And then I watched all the things about Blue Yeti, and it was like, no, you don't want to do that. I was like, oh, okay. I won't then. Fantastic. Gato also has like this cool like setup where you can buy like poles and stuff to just literally just hook everything off of like the side and like create this cool seamless setup with like your camera and your mic and everything. And I really want to get that too. I've heard it get described as baby's first mic. I don't know, our mic, the first mic that we had was like this shitty like $20 mic off of Amazon, and I sounded like absolute fucking garbage. But you know what? You guys heard me. Hi, Curl. Curl remembers the old mic that they asked me to fucking burn when I got this one. Hold on. Let me get that poke. It should work now. There we go. Now it's working. Sorry about that. This is the one you had with your 3D model? Yeah, that one. You remember that garbage? The one that made it sound like I was like a 12-year-old boy on a headset on an Xbox. Oh God. Terrible. Absolutely awful. Yes, and honestly, it did not turn me off. Did you burn it yet? I don't even know. I think that thing's in the garbage in a landfill somewhere. We don't have it anymore. It did not turn me off. I'm glad. I feel like it turned a lot of people away, my horrible audio. I definitely got a lot of shit for that mic on YouTube. YouTube was mean about that mic. But YouTube's kind of an ass. Yes, for those of you watching the VOD on YouTube, you guys are assholes. I still remember the stream where you got a new one. Yeah, when I got this one because it was gifted to me. Amazing. Oh, Curl, since you're new into the stream, the background music, I highly recommend looking up the musician of the background music right now. His name is White Bat Audio or Carl Casey, whichever changes depending on where you're looking for him. And his music is fucking sick. I spent like, I don't know, 15 minutes in the beginning of stream just fucking yapping about White Bat Audio, so check it out. I don't know what we're gonna do today. I do need to pack some more. I packed some this morning. I have to pack some more later. I promised to hang out with some friends around 5, so I'm probably gonna stream till like 4:45. Around like April of 2022 you got a new one, but I know you got your current one later on. I thought I had this mic for like 3 years. Oh wait, I think I got the one in April 2022. Okay, I think I got the one in April 2022, and then I got this one the following December because it was a Christmas gift. I forgot about the in-between one because I had it for such a short amount of time. It was like 6 months that I had the other one, and it was also a cheap ass one, but like it was better than the other cheap ass one. I think that's the one that Saki uses now, the one that I had before this one, and I think that's why my brain forgot about it, because Saki has it now. I think you were playing Ender Lilies that stream, man. I still have not finished. I still have not finished that game. I should someday. They're making another one. I haven't even finished it, and they're making another Ender Lilies. Fucking, I don't know, man. But yeah, so there was a couple of things. It's okay, I've not finished Pokemon Sun, and I have not finished that either. Sorry, I went quiet. Saki just told me he landed safe, so you guys don't have to worry. He is safe and at his destination, no longer on a plane. He's good. Yes, Curl? I just saw a hot new design. How many adoptables do you have now? I'm just curious. Cause I feel like that number's gotta be high. 4? Really? Only 4? Why do I feel like you had more? That's crazy. That's crazy. Because I show off some and Screech. Oh, that's true. You don't buy all the ones you show us. Oh, but yes, I was gonna say a couple of things that I was thinking we could stream today. So, I have, if you guys like the stuff from Indicis, which is the one who did It Paints Me, I have either Trail of Stars or Portrait of a Ghost, which are 2 games from them on itch. And then I also have a couple of things we could play on Steam that I bought. So like I have Apartment 1406. I have the new version of the Bathhouse from Chilla's Art. I have this cool like chill game called Birth. You can hear the fucking birds? Damn. I don't know what else I could play. I've got lots of stuff. Is that bad? Well, I thought I put a sound canceller on my mic, but you know, it's okay. Like, I don't really care that much. I'm just like, damn, my sound canceller is shite. Hold on. My ear is just... Anyway, what else do I have? Oh, it might have been just, I mean, they might have been just like fucking close to the like window or whatever. I also downloaded Dark Deception, by the way, guys, because I feel like it's a rite of passage, because it's kind of like a shitty horror game. Like, it looks pretty, but it's kind of a shitty horror game. And I feel like every horror creator I've ever known has played it at least once. So if you guys want to watch me play the game Dark Deception, aka Crystal Collector, I am more than happy to. What sounds good to you guys? I've never heard of that before. Yeah, so like it's a horror game where like things are chasing you and shit, but you gotta like collect all these purple crystals or whatever in an area. I've seen a man lose his mind to that game. Portrait of a Ghost. So Portrait of a Ghost, I don't really know all the details about it, but it's an Indicis game if you want to play that. Hold on, I can look it up. I can give you the description of it. Give me a second. Portrait for Jojo. That one's the one that piqued your interest. Okay, let me read. Thank you for the head pat. Saki Woof. Hello, it's my husband. He comes to spend time with me even though he's very far away. He's in an airport right now, probably waiting for a ride. Or are you taking the metro, right? But let's see. Portrait of a Ghost. Okay, so the story is Arthur Hope is a spirit photographer able to capture the images of the departed with his camera. At least that's what he'd like you to believe. After all, any price is worth paying to see a loved one's face again, isn't it? Unfortunately for him, ghosts just might be more real than he realized. So it looks like he's a scammer, but he's finding out that ghosts do exist. Oh, you're actually in a car at the moment? Nice, nice, nice. Apparently it does have content warnings though. It says this game contains themes of death and grief, body horror, mentions of being burned and burned alive, mild jump scares, and potentially unsettling images. But I feel like that is in line with It Paints Me. So we would expect that, you know? So you guys want to play Portrait of a Ghost? We can do that. Hold on. Let me pause this music. What? Of course I'm okay with it. That's why I listed it. That was one of the things we can do today. I don't care. I got till 4:45 to do whatever the fuck I want. All right, let's see. Portrait of a Ghost. What should we title the stream? Be like, call it Fatal Frame is a VN. Okay. Portrait of a Portrait of a Ghost. Yay, it is in the list of games. Sometimes games don't show up in the Steam list and I'm like, son of a beach. All right, let's make sure that the sizes are good. Yeah, it's too big. Hold on. It's too big. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. That should fix it. And then let's get the audio working. It would appear there is no audio at the current moment. But you guys can hear that, right? That noise that makes. Okay, cool. It's kind of cool. It's a shutter sound. When you take a picture, it's the shutter click sound. That is not lost on me. I noticed. I did. All right, let's start. Part 1, how to profit off of grief. Right, this way, madame. Please, make yourself comfortable. But why don't we have a chat before we begin? Tell me more about your dear husband. There, yes, bless his poor soul. In a modest sitting room, with the curtains open to the afternoon sun, the window perched like a shadow in the arms of a plush velvet seat. With her veil pulled back from her head, delicate fingers clutching the handkerchief she brought repeatedly to her large, sorrowful eyes, she made the perfect image. Picture perfect. Of the poor grieving soul that the gentleman sitting before her so often received. She's behind me. A poet might have described her glistening eyes as deep pools of wretched misery, or oceans that had no end. But Arthur Hope was not a poet. His only observation about the woman's face was his hope that she wouldn't burst into tears during the sitting. Arthur made his living off of grief, of course, but dealing with the grieving was a rather tiresome facade of his profession, or a tiresome facet of his profession. It is fully taking advantage of his subject matter. That is genius, right? I love games that do stuff like this. As the window went on about her poor deceased lover, his gentle and charitable nature, and so on, he carefully prodded her now and again about the man's general features, forming an image in his head of how best to shape his next creation. A young man with a lion's mane of bright hair, average height, deep-set eyes. I'm sure I have a plate matching that description somewhere. It's a good thing I had that wig handy. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I have a real picture to take first. There are so many things I wish I had said to him. Oh, he told me not to worry, but I'm sure he was a wonderful man, madam. I'm so sorry once again for your loss. You know, I always tell my clients I can never guarantee when my camera might capture a spirit, but today I feel almost certain he might be in the room with us. Why don't we take your picture now and see for ourselves? Oh, yes, of course. Make yourself at home. I'll be right back. Center your subject within the frame. Wait, what? Wait, what am... Oh. So this nay. Okay. Centered. That should leave enough space to add a spirit, quote unquote. We're ready to begin. Please stay still until I tell you when the exposure is complete. Yes. If you're there, my darling, please show yourself, please. Arthur Hope hadn't always been a charlatan. Once he had been an arty, a shy and playful honest boy with an angelic blue eyes and limitless imagination. He spent every chance he could in his uncle's library, losing himself in tales of monsters and terror. They were never so frightening as the real world around him, he could honestly say. Honestly, however, would rarely turn out to help him. Honesty had not stopped his uncle's cane nor his withering looks. It did not protect him from the schoolmates' vicious pranks nor impress the teachers, gray, hollowed men with thinning hair and thick spectacles at the various boarding schools that always inevitably sent him back home. It hadn't always been his fault. One had simply closed due to an unfortunate scarlet fever outbreak. No, it was a liar's world, and by the time Arthur Hope first found himself behind the lens of his late uncle's sliding box camera, he'd built well, if not a kingdom of lies, then at least a barony. At just shy of 30, his schemes had brought him an unsteady income, and the regard of a handful of influential friends, few of whom knew his background or how much he truly borrowed from them. Kimi, what are you doing? Stay out of trouble. Sorry. The cats do not like Saki not being here, and they're getting into shit. Arthur's uncle had taken up photography late in his life, and having no family save for his troublesome nephew, had left the young man in the aging house he turned into. Hold on. What are you doing? You don't fit in there. Stop. It's too small. She's trying to fit in a box that's meant for a cup. You're too big for that. What? Stop. Damn cat. She fits, let her sit. She doesn't fit. It's meant for a cup. So like she can get in it, but then she gets stuck. Yeah, that was a lot of rustling because it was me wrestling the fucking box away from her. She's been getting in all the boxes we have brought in. Yeah, literally. I was Saki, you were on the plane, but I was packing earlier and putting the stuff from the bed into a box, and she kept trying to go in it, and I'm like, stop, just stop. I'm fucking stop. But anyway, let me start over because we got distracted by the fucking cat. Also, by the way, you guys can't see it, but the cursor for this game is the crosshairs that you would get in an old style camera lens. You guys just can't see the cursor of the game. That's genius, right? And that's why I brought it up. I thought you guys would like to know that. It's pretty cool. You just can't see it because I have the settings on my stream that you don't see the cursor. Because I find cursors distracting. Arthur's uncle had taken up photography late in his life, and having no family save for his troublesome nephew, had left the young man the aging house he turned into his studio, along with a small fortune in equipment after his death. Arthur had had little interest in the profession beforehand, but even he could not resist the allure of the... I don't know that word. Hold on. This doesn't happen to me often. What is this word? Burgoning? Right? Yeah. Beginning to grow and or increase rapidly. Oh. I did not know this word. That's cool. Got it. Technology that was so much like magic, capturing light through a mechanical eye, preserving an image of the world a single moment in time. It was something just like the tales of mystery he grew up on. The ability to capture his own likeness was, of course, its own draw. He had a fair face. He was not shy to admit, and would like a reminder of it should he ever have the misfortune of living a long life. Carefully, he slid the plate holder out from the camera's wooden frame. A pile of discarded glass plates and blurry albumin prints sat on a table beside him, the fruits of his earlier attempts. I have a good feeling about this one. Let's get you in the dark room, shall we? It was as the print formed in the early afternoon sun that Arthur Hope saw his uncle's ghost in the frame beside him. So it's a spirit caught on camera. Spirit photography, ghost photography is interesting. A game that taught Kiba a new word. Amazing. I don't know all words. I'm not an encyclopedia. Or a dictionary. Hey, quick question. If you are using a tape on moving boxes, has Chaos tried eating any of it? Thank God, not yet. It's not the... I bought the paper tape. Like the... Hold on, let me grab it. Like the tape that's like paper on the outside. And like kind of waxy. Instead of like the traditional like plastic tape. In hopes that he won't eat it, because I'm wondering if he's attracted to the plastic. I know he likes to eat the adhesive, but I'm wondering if it's the plastic that catches his attention. So I'm experimenting to see if the paper tape garners his same attention, and so far it has not. And I'm also wrapping some things in cellophane, and I'm hoping that he doesn't eat the cellophane. I've been keeping a close eye, but he seems to have no interest in the cellophane, so that's also been nice. But we'll see how it goes. There we go. I don't know what to... Oh, here we go. We can look at the ghost photographs shock the world. I can move it. Hold on. Hold up. Okay. In here. Okay. Spirit caught on camera. Okay. Photographer captures ghostly image. Spirit photographer, the man behind the camera. Are spirits all around us? Ghost photographer Arthur H. Hope claims to have the answer. Interesting. Where's the cellophane now? It's in a little roller behind me on the kotatsu. I had to look. I was like, yeah, it's still there. It was only after a sleepless night of waiting for a spirit to accost him, then furiously rifling through his uncle's equipment, that he realized he'd made a simple and perfectly ordinary mistake. Hello, KN. I will ignore the knock. It's all good. You took off my jacket. Man, are you sure you're not gay? You wanted to see my shoulders, you whore? How are things going with you? I can be straight and admire some fightable shoulders. I don't know, this sounds pretty gay to me. One of these days I'll make you admit that you're gay. It's fine. You know, I don't mean it as like a mean way either. I'm just joking around. Kiba's shoulders are eye candy for all eyeballs. That's true. That's true. Everyone can enjoy my shoulders equally. Kiba trying to convert me, guys. You all heard it here, yeah. The true gay agenda. I'm trying to convert him into a gay man. Photographic plates have to be cleaned very thoroughly to remove any imprints left behind by a previous negative. Arthur... Kimmy! You don't eat for another hour. Why are you up here? Kimmy! Damn cat. I've gotten in the habit whenever the cats annoy me, I just yell at them and I'm like, pinche gatos, come here, stop. Why? No, you know what? That's it. I'm gonna cuddle you. I'm gonna cuddle you like a baby. How about that, huh? You come up here? Nope, you can't leave. She's trying so hard. She needs her pre-food pets. You can try, it'll be good content. Just just me coming to your stream and being like, I'm gonna make you gay. Come here. It's only, to be fair, only 2 people have confused my gaydar. It's been you and Cassio. Cassio also confused the shit out of me, but he just likes really buff women. Oh my god. Little girl. She's trying to get away because if you pick her up when she hasn't done anything wrong, she's like, no, I didn't do anything. Let me go. Let me free. I don't deserve this punishment. But if you pick her up if she's done anything wrong, she'll be like, no, I'll just lay here and accept my punishment. Okay, little girl. I will feed you in like an hour. Calm down. All right. Photographic plates have to be cleaned very thoroughly to remove any imprint left by a previous negative. Arthur, an amateur, had not done so. Thus, a trace of one of his uncle's self-portraits remained on the glass plate he'd used for his own. But the fact that the image had lined up so perfectly was nothing short of a miracle. A miracle that sparked the idea for a brand new, lucrative story in Arthur's mind. It's him! Oh, my darling, I knew you were with me all this time. Thank you, Mr. Hope, thank you. He looks so peaceful. I don't know what to say. Overwhelmed, the widow began to sob. Arthur patted her back gently. I can earn more if I make them come back for a sitting or two before I give them a spirit, but God, I felt so sorry for her this time. I'm growing soft. This poor widow, I hate this false hope. Yeah. Not at all, madame. It brings me joy to know you have a guardian spirit watching over you even beyond the grave. I can be at peace now, thanks to you. Oh, I can be at peace now, thanks to you. Please, take this. She handed him a stack of crisp banknotes, far more than the agreed-upon sum. I can't possibly, madame. I insist. Ha, but not a bad use of time, after all. Part 2. Portrait of a Girl. What are you getting into now? I'm gonna lose my mind. Late in the evening, a knock came at Arthur's door. The window had been his last appointment of the day, but it was all too common for unwanted visitors to arrive long after closing. Sometimes it was the press, sometimes an angry skeptic, sometimes a wretched, grieving soul who would beg for his charity. The boxes all belong to Kimmy now? Yeah, I guess so. You should see there's another box we have that I gotta replace that she just like chewed a fucking hole through. Arthur. Ignore it, headed for the door. I'm serious, what is that sound? I hear it when I'm facing you guys, and when I turn around, I stop hearing it. I think the cats fucking know that I'm paying attention. She does not eat the cardboard, does she? She might have ingested it because I did not find the pieces. Just say. So I don't know. She does. She does eat it. I haven't watched her do it. Those fuckers will eat. Oh no, can that do bad for harm? Well, they're really not supposed to eat a lot of fiber, but they do eat animals, and animals have like, they eat their stomach and everything. And their stomach has like weird roughage in it, obviously, that cat wouldn't normally like ingest. So I think that they're built to eat random shit, just because they'll eat whatever the contents of their prey's stomach is. So I don't think that they're supposed to have like a lot of random shit, but I think that they can have a little bit. I think if it's a lot, then it'll be a problem because they're not supposed to eat that much. You know what I'm trying to say? I think we should head for the door because I'm curious. What is at the door? Arthur crept down the staircase to the entryway of the old house and quietly approached the door. I hope she's okay. Oh, I'm sure she's fine. He carefully looked through the spy hole. Stood there in the rain was a girl. She didn't seem to have an umbrella or raincoat. It was a miracle she wasn't drenched thoroughly. Perhaps she'd arrived by carriage? But Arthur hadn't heard one approaching, and none were stopped in the street. Once more she rapped on his door. Arthur wondered how long she'd been standing there. He decided to... I don't know what to do. Should we ignore her or open the door? What do you guys think we should do with this girl? Open? All right, we'll open the door. With some hesitation, Arthur swung the door open. Can I help you, miss? This is what she looks like, by the way. You can't see it because I'm in the way, but let me move this around. There, you can see her. Let the demons in. What the fuck? Put myself in the hole? All right, hold on. Let me move. I'll move everything around. Hold on. We'll put you guys up here, okay? And then we'll move me. Let me find my thing. We'll move me there. How about that? We good? I'm here still. I'm not in the way. Everyone knows what everything looks like. Okay? Back to the game. I really love how Indisys draws people. They have such an amazing, they're such amazing artists. Yeah. I don't know if Indisys is a guy or a girl. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. Did they say? Indisys. Let me look. Indisys. I'm just looking and seeing on their thing. Elf, Canadian musician and artist, currently developing two graphics. Doesn't say. I don't know. I don't know their gender. That wasn't terrible of you. It's just a mistake that a lot of people do. I try to avoid to use gendered pronouns. I use they them if I don't know. So like in this is going to be a they them for me forever because I don't fucking know. Whose gender? The creator of this VN and this is I really don't know. Their gender is yes. Their gender is goth badass. Also, hello Sakuri, welcome. Anyway, back to the game. In the gloom of the rain, lit with only the light coming from the hall, the young woman was surprisingly lovely. She looked about 20, with a face so fair she could have been a porcelain doll, if not for the deep brown eyes that stared with such vivid intensity from behind her dark lashes. Locks of her chestnut hair spilled from a bonnet trimmed with wide ribbons and silk roses. Her gown was made of rich green satin and fine white lace, and looked expensive, yet at least a decade out of style. The girl clearly came from money, but it seemed that she, or her guardians, had dated tastes. Are you the photographer? Her voice was soft, but did not betray any nervousness. Her brown eyes stared right at him, almost. Arthur felt straight through him. I love the yes gender. One of my faves right up there with the no gender. My favorite is gender evil. Well, yes, but my friends call me... Oh, sorry. Well, yes, but my friends call me Arthur. I don't wish to become your friend, sir. But if you are indeed who you say you are, then I require your services. What's gender evil? It's a joke instead of being like being gender neutral. You're gender evil. Ha 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 ha. Making demands straight away. Definitely a rich lass, perhaps even highborn. In that case, best to hear her out. What can I do for you, miss? You're the photographer, are you not? I need you to take my picture. I'd happy to make an appointment with you, miss, but I can't guarantee a spirit will appear. I don't want anyone or anything else in the photograph. I just need my picture taken. A likely story. She wouldn't be the first to ask for a simple, ordinary sitting while secretly hoping for a ghost to appear. Well, I'm fully booked for quite a while, but I'd be happy to arrange a sitting. You have no one with you now, so why can't you take my picture? Miss, it's late. Lamplight makes for a poor image, and I'd have to wait until daylight to make the print in any case. Might I also emphasize how inappropriate it is for a young lady to call upon a man uninvited after dark? Please. One picture. It's all I ask. Please. I've been waiting so very long. I should. She's clearly a ghost. So I want to hear her out. Because this could be interesting for Arthur. Can I at least ask why you need a photograph so badly? There's somebody I must send my picture to. Somebody who I haven't seen in a very long time who needs to see how I look now. How I've changed. There are plenty of other studios that could accommodate you. None of them would open their doors to me. None of them are like you. There truly is nobody in this world like you, sir. Well, if there's anything I can't resist besides a large purse, it's flattery. And let's admit it, that sweet face isn't an easy one to refuse. Being around sobbing fools all day really has turned me soft. Fine, you've convinced me. Please step this way, miss. Edith. Edith Harper. Now I'm in the way. Hold on, I need to move again. Un momento, por favor. Okay. This is going to be interesting going back and forth. Can I offer you any tea? None, thank you. Please, can we hurry? As you wish. Okay, so we're going to try and get her. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Her in the image. So we're going to like center her like that, right? That's the spot. There we go. We'll need more candles. I can't get an image like this. Technology is awfully inconvenient. You could have come by during the daylight, you know. Okay. Oh, with the candles, there's no one there. Wait, where did she go? Are you ready yet? Yes, we can begin now. What's come over me? First, I let some arrogant, ill-mannered girl walk over me like a carpet. Now I'm seeing things. Oh, we gotta move again. We gotta move again! We'll get faster at this, because now I know what to do. 59, 60, done. You can move now, miss. Is that all? Good. I'll go prepare the plate now. But again, you'll have to come back tomorrow for the print, Miss Harper. I open it. I'll visit you at the same time tomorrow evening. Good night, sir. Wait. Arthur stopped her, concerned. No, he didn't. He let her go. I'm gonna let her go. Never mind. I'll see you tomorrow then. Oh, sorry. I didn't see your message. I'm sorry. Disregarding his protest, she slipped from the room, through the entryway and out the front door into the rainy night. She didn't even ask to borrow an umbrella. Damn it, I forgot to discuss payment, too. I like how the characters are drawn. They look nice. There's a sort of antique about them. Yeah, so this is the same artist who did It Paints Me, which you can tell from the art style. And they have two new games that are coming out called A Winter Night and Snow White Ashes. Snow White Ashes has a demo out right now, and Winter Night will have a demo soon. I believe that they have a release date for the demo, but I don't remember what it is. Well, hopefully she brings enough with her tomorrow. Now, I have to get this plate ready before it dries, but after that, perhaps I'll retire early. It certainly has been an interesting night. And we gotta move again, hold on. That night, Arthur Hope had strange dreams. Part 3, Phantoms. A chill wind rocked the house, rapping against the walls. Figures crept around the edges of Arthur's vision, flickering like flames, hovering like moths. A weight covered his entire body. He could not shift or twist his limbs. The blankets engulfing him felt like earth packed with stones. Heavy, cold, damp. Something wriggled under his clothes, creeping up his neck, over the side of his cheek, into his eye sockets. Another crawled into his open mouth, slithered down his windpipe. He tried to scream, but not a sound came. His jaw was locked in place, his lungs were still. More withering things engulfed him, eating at his flesh, digging between his bones. Arthur jerked violently out of bed, gasping. Cold air filled his lungs, bringing him back to the waking world. He rubbed his eyes, then struck a match and lit the candle at his bedside table. The flame danced as he lifted it, gingerly, in the dark. I had a nightmare like that recently. Ooh, I'm so sorry. No use trying to go back to sleep. Oh, wait, hold on, let me... well, we're fine. It's just him. Okay. No use trying to go back to sleep after that. Ugh, water first. Then I'll head to my study and read. What? Tap, tap, tap. A noise rang out in the dark. Arthur listened. Sure, it must be the rain on the roof or a shutter against the windows. Tap, tap, tap. But the sound was too close to come from outside. No, it was more like... Tap, tap, tap. Footfalls, the creaking of floorboard. Good Lord, did someone break in while I was asleep? Quietly, Arthur reached beside his bed for the familiar weight of his uncle's cane, then carefully, cautiously stood up. Oh, we can move our vision? Wait, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Oh. Get a hold of yourself, Art. A burglar is nothing. You've dealt with worse. Still nothing. Ugh, this pounding in my chest. All thanks to that blasted dream. Hello? I know you're there. Come out. Nothing. Did I imagine it? I'm sure I heard a sound. Thunk, thunk, thunk. The sound came again, but thicker, heavier, clunking along the wooden floorboards. Arthur continued through the house, heartbeat growing faster, louder, and more erratic with every step. His grip never left the heavy weight of the wooden cane. I'll teach you never to lie to me again, boy. I didn't, I swear it. Then who left it out in the rain? This book was worth more than your sorry hide. But the cane seemed to grow heavier in his hand, then warmer, and white-hot, like flame. Arthur jerked and dropped it from his hand. It landed on the floorboard with a thud. He brought his searing hand to the candlelight. It was burned straight through to the bone, leaving ruined melted flesh on his blackened skeleton. Fire engulfed his body. His skin melted from his flesh, crisping and charring. He let go of the candle, screaming. The tiny flame licked at the wood and set it alight. Everything turned to smoke and fire and dust. Arthur tried to run, to scream again, but black smoke filled his lungs. His body felt like he was burned in earth. Hot, burning earth. Nothing was left of him now but bones and ash. And then there was nothing left at all. Nothing but darkness. Thump, thump, thump. And the sound of that infernal cane. Arthur's Hope remains curled up on the floor, writhing like an insect. Or Arthur Hope. Yeah, never mind. Uttering pitiable, choking cries that sputtered into rasping gasps. And there, as he lay on the floor, in the corner of his eye, blurry, barely visible, like a photographic negative, an after-image, a phantom. A figure stood, ghostly, white. Sorry, I just wanted to say you were helping me get through today. Oh, well, I'm glad. I won't be here too long today, but I'm glad. Kimmy! Hold on. Get. I gave you a box! This cat's gonna be the death of me. Nothing. She jumped into a box she's not supposed to be in. I gave her one. I gave her one for herself. Yesterday. There's nothing in it. It's just for her. She wants to go into all the others except for the one that I fucking gave her. Fucking cat. Anyway, we shall continue. Part 4, Portrait of a Ghost. Arthur Hope awoke at dawn in his bed. He lay silently, heart still racing, as the faint ruby light traced his face. He breathed in, then out, slowly, until his heartbeat steadied. Then he gingerly sat up and rubbed his eyes. I haven't had dreams like that since the old man. Well, not in a long time. He felt beside his bed. The familiar, terrible weight of that old wooden cane rested in the same spot it always did. A quick look in the mirror as he dressed... A quick look in the mirror as he dressed confirmed that his body and skin remained intact and unburned, and he was none the worse for wear, save for a dark shadow blooming around his eyes. That morning he skipped his usual perusal of the paper and crept into his study, unearthing a pen and ink and an old journal from his drawer instead. Familiar old handwriting and scribbles peeked out from the pages. Why am I so shaken up that I'd return to this? It's a shame no one's invented a camera that can capture dreams yet, but I suppose then there'd be no need for poets. The hours passed by, yet the previous night had left him in such a daze that it was only after he sent off a tearful client in the late afternoon did Arthur remember the strange girl and her odd request. Damn it, it's cloudy out, but there should be enough light to get a print. Arthur carefully set the glass plate in the printing frame, secured a sheet of albumen paper against it, and then closed the case and set it by the windowsill. Now to let it sit. Hold on, my nose itches. I think I got a cat hair. It was the last rays of the sun faded that Arthur Hope pulled the image from the frame. and stared straight into the face of a corpse. What the? The negative looked fine when I put it in. Did I expose it into the wrong plate? But none of my ghosts look like this. That girl, Edith, she must have tampered with it. The absence of eyes is gorgeous. I like the way it looks. But why? What does she want with me? Tap, tap, tap. A familiar rapping came at the door. Arthur stared at the doorway with a sick feeling in his chest. He answered the door. No, he certainly did not. I like the choices. Let's see. Oh, I still have like a hair stuck to my nose or something. My nose is. I'm gonna answer the door because I'm curious about this girl. Arthur stomped to the door and flung it open, 1,000 questions and accusations on his tongue. You have a lot to explain, Miss Harper. This isn't... Nobody was there. No girl in green satin. Not a single soul. Arthur gritted his teeth and turned away. Why are you so upset? Gah! The girl who stood in his sitting room wore no bonnet or day dress. Dirt and soil and damp, dark stains clung to her bare feet and rotted, ruined nightgown. Her skin clung to her flesh in patches, pieces of it eaten away and rotten to the bone. Her long hair was matted in thick tangles. Her eyes were gaping hollows. Someone of your profession certainly startles easily. Miss Harper? What do you want? This isn't funny. Hold on, I gotta move myself now. Because her portrait looks cool. Hold on. There. Yeah. Beautiful, right? I like it. Certainly not. I'd like my photograph, please. What kind of trick is this? You're the ghost photographer, are you not? Isn't that why you agreed to take my picture? You're a ghost? You expected me to be among the living? Did she lose an eye? Didn't she have an eye a second ago and then she lost it? Or am I crazy? Oh, it's back. I'm not crazy. Why does that happen? Well, perhaps the proper introductions are in order. My name is Edith Emil Harper. I died in an accident 11 years ago. I'll spare you the details, but in short, I found it rather upsetting that my body still hasn't been discovered. So when I heard about you, I decided to take matters into my own hands. You expect me to believe any of this? Is this new to you? I thought you were more of the worldly type. See for yourself, then. Edith reached out toward him. Arthur jerked back. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta move again. Edith reached out toward him. Arthur jerked back, but the girl did not flinch. I think it's cool, like when she talks, she's more human, but when she is silent, she's more corpse-looking since the sign of life is gone. Oh, you know what? That's pretty cool. I didn't even think about that. You're right. She gently lifted a filthy hand to his face. Arthur waited for the feeling of rot in flesh, but the girl's skin was smooth, and cold. Ice cold. Far too cold and still to belong to something living. As her bony fingers lingered on his face, he felt his own skin grow colder, tingling until I'm having a hard time today. Tingling until it felt like something was crawling beneath it. That's enough. Oh, I gotta move myself again. It's back and forth. That's enough. Fine. Fine. You're dead. So what does a ghost want with me then? I want you to send that photograph to my brother. The stupid fool thinks I ran off with some man. Me elope? Honestly. Tell him to look for me near the old chapel where we used to play. Why don't you tell him yourself? Why haunt me? Very few people can see or hear ghosts, Mr. Hope. And of them, let's just say that a few murderers end up as professional photographers. What did you say? Okay. I love that his last name is Hope. I know it's on purpose. There was only one thing in common between the people who could see or hear me, Mr. Hope. They'd all killed before. So who did Arthur kill? Oh. Did he kill his uncle because his uncle was an abusive piece of shit? I bet. Part 5, Memento Vivere. Arthur Hope wasn't always a charlatan. Once he'd been a penniless young man struggling to make an honest living, and often had to supplement his income through other means. One day, a letter arrived for him from his elderly uncle, requesting his assistance around the household due to the old man's ailing health. Young Art packed a few belongings and headed to what he had hoped would be a welcome reunion. That hope would quickly be dashed. Pop off, that would be crazy, right? Wonder if Arthur means anything? Hold on, let's see what the name Arthur means. Primarily masculine name of Celtic origin, likely derived from the Welsh word arth, meaning bear, noble, courageous. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I was just reading. Bear or is related to Thor. It's interesting. I never killed anyone. I didn't kill him. I didn't mean to. He had half a foot in the grave already, so I didn't. Arthur. I just wanted to scare him. He deserved that much. He treated me like dirt my entire life. I called it. And then when he called me to his sickbed, I thought maybe he'd apologize to me just once. But no, the old man wanted to cut me out of his will. Me, his only flesh and blood, just to spite me. He knew that I had nothing. He knew that money was the difference between life and death, and all he wanted was to spit in my face at the end. What else could I have done? Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Look at you. You're alive, aren't you? So long as you're alive, you can change. You can claw yourself out from whatever hell you've built. It's only us ghosts who have to be stuck in the past. I'm on the big screen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yet you've been haunted all this time, haven't you? It's done. I signed it in your name, so he'll be sure to open it. Thank you. Oh, my nose keeps itching. Arthur Hope carefully placed the sealed envelope into his coat pocket and dusted himself off. His possessions, most of the things that belonged to his uncle, rather had all been sold or given away. Pale daylight filtered through the curtains onto an almost empty room. The house felt like a ghost of itself. Arthur picked up his worn leather suitcase, packed it with a few belongings he'd first arrived with long ago, and checked that the envelope was still in his pocket. Then he walked down the empty hall. He stopped when he saw the familiar shape of the wooden cane resting against the wall. He briefly picked it up, feeling its weight ran his fingers along its aged surface, then sighed and let it set it down again. He walked out the front door without looking back, a figure only he could see trailing behind him. What will you do? Start over? Or try to? I need time to sort out my messes. Time away from here. It's not like I have anything tying me to this place. I do wonder, though, if ghosts exist, why didn't the old man ever haunt me? Perhaps he had no reason to stay. Ghosts aren't eternal, they fade away, just like people do. Like what I will too, is what it sounds like she wants to say. Arthur exited the post office and directed to... Oh, thank you for the head pat. Hold on. I'm gonna get some allergy meds because my nose is driving me crazy. Give me 1 second. But you guys are ridiculous. Alright, hopefully that'll help. Arthur exited the post office and decided to walk to the harbor. The air was cool and damp. He carefully stepped over the puddles left behind from the rain, weaving between passerby. People rushing here, there, without any break in their monotone lives. But at least they were alive. What will you do? What I've done for the past decade, I suppose. Wander around, see the sights, watch my brother and my nieces. Wait until I get sick of the living world, and see what lies beyond. I see. Well, I guess this is goodbye. Yes, for now, at least. Everybody dies, you know. Perhaps I'll see you again sooner than you think. Ah, stop poking me. What are you doing? Stop it. So, damn cat. They are never this annoying when Saki's home. What are you doing? You still have 12 minutes before food. 12 minutes. Bitch? What the fuck? What do you mean, bitch? You highlight the message just to call me a bitch? Fuck? Hold on, let me just feed the cats now so they stop bothering me. Okay, I'm back now. Fucking A. Thank you for the lurk. Cats want to be ultra annoying when the only person is home, such as is such a cat thing. Yeah. Like they just chill and do nothing when Saki is here. And then like he's not home and then they just want to cause havoc. I'm gonna eat another donut I bought. Oh yeah, I DoorDashed myself some Tim Hortons, babe. And this is why I'm dumbass. I ordered some coffee and I forgot to tell them to put creamer in it. But I was like, that's okay. I have creamer at home. This particular one is a chocolate glaze. I was like, that's okay. I have one at home, or I have creamer at home. I'll just put the creamer in for them. No big deal. But now I put in too much creamer, so now it tastes gross. So there's that. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. Let me eat this donut. And Tim Hortons is like the Canadian Dunkin' Donuts. The birds are loud today. I don't know why. Okay, we're good now. I was muted on purpose so that you guys didn't hear me eat. God damn. I hope you don't die from the lack of AC, damn. I I hate the sound of eating, so I'm not going to subject other people to the sound of eating, okay? That's how that works. All right. I'm joking. I don't want to hear that. Okay, well then shut up. Thank you for being considerate. Yeah, I try to like, if I can remember to, I try to mute if I'm eating, if I sneeze. If I cough, but sometimes coughing is like, it catches me off guard, so I can't. I don't bother for burping though. You guys get to listen to my burps unfiltered because I don't care. I actually lean into the mic when I burp just because it's funny. If I do die, my will say you get my pet plushies. Okay, I'll remember that. All right, back to the game. Farewell, Edith. As the ship pulled away from the harbor, Arthur spotted a familiar face amongst the passengers on deck. Mr. Hope, is that you? Madame, what brings you here? I'm returning home to see my family. I know my dear Samuel wouldn't want me to be all by myself. But what about you? I'm doing some traveling. Oh, just a moment. You have a bit of dust on your shoulder. As the young woman's attention was diverted, Arthur deftly slipped a wad of banknotes into her pocket. I wish you all the best, Madame. You as well, Mr. Hope. Take care. He's returning the money. That's sweet. As the widow walked off, Arthur turned his gate and gazed out at the sea. Oh, shoot. I was in the way. Oh no, she's the widow. She's not a ghost. She's the widow he swindled at the beginning of the game. The sky had cleared and the sunlight now sparkled. He stared out at the shore and thought he could see, for a moment, a flash of green standing in the harbor. But the next moment, it was gone. Finn. The end! Arthur H. Hope would be arrested and convicted on fraud charges within the next 5 years. It seemed he never could change his old habits. He was unable to complete his sentence, however, as his health would quickly worsen. He succumbed to consumption in a matter of months. His last words were supposedly a name: Edith. Coincidentally, it would be a Miss Edith Amy Harper who would compile the poems he'd written during his short imprisonment and publish them posthumously. Yet nobody could figure out, in the end, just how he'd made his ghosts appear in his photographs, or if they were real all along. Ending 3. So there's quite a few. Interesting. So that's one of the routes in Portrait of Ghost. I liked that. Maybe we'll play more endings in the Discord, or I'll do it on my own time, I don't know. But I definitely like Indicus's stories. I still have like 3 hours to do whatever I want. Pretty beautiful, really beautiful. Some of the ghost dialogue made me tear up. Aw. They're good, for sure. Let's see. let's see, what else can I play? We also have the other one from Indicis, is it the Trail of Stars? That one's more like fantasy, if I remember. What's this one? Oh, no. Oh yeah, this game looked cool. The Last Case of Benedict Fox. It's a like a eldritch horror game. Kind of cool. I'm just looking at the different things that I have. I don't really feel like playing, like getting into like a long game, so I'm not gonna list them. Just that isolation and desperation to be seen what became of her. Yeah. I mean, she just wanted to know someone, like she just wanted people to know that she was murdered and to find her. Oh yeah, I have this dumb game for some reason. It's Skibidi Backrooms. And I don't remember why I have Skibidi Backrooms. I think Kuro gave it to me. Oh, no, I already gave them food. I'll need to look up other games from this person, especially the Snow White one you mentioned. Yeah. So, the one that I just played, Portrait of a Ghost, and the other one that I have, Trails of, what was it called? Trails of Stars. Those are only on itch.io, but Snow White Ashes, which has a demo, Snow White Ashes has a demo, and The Winter Night, which will have a demo soon. Those two are on Steam, and the one that I played already, It Paints Me, is also on Steam. Yo. Cat. I'm gonna slap someone. Gonna slap the cats. Oh yeah, Song of Horror. We never finished that. RIP. I don't have any of my old footage from it either. You can slap virtually if it will help. Right? I don't know what to do. Oh, slap me? No, I don't want to hit you. No. No. I'm just looking at the games that I have, trying to figure out what I want to play. Oh my god, guys, I played this game, Korira, on my own, and you guys should totally play it. It's really cute, but also really sad, but you should, like, totally play it. By the way... What are you doing? Huh? Are you supposed to be in there? Huh? Are you? Is that a place for kitties? Huh? You guys just see me like talking at nobody when I grab my cat. Kimmy, come on. Stop causing trouble. I love you, but stop. I know you're talking to. That's good. I might have to cut stream short if she keeps causing trouble. I'm just holding her now. Actually, I might. You know what? I think I'll just end stream and pay attention to the cats, because clearly it is distressing them that Nico or that Saki isn't home. So y'all.
Hi, I'm Paul from Elgato, and this is 6 ways how to use
Miko, yeah, Miko. Don't worry about it. Who do I want? Let me find the back to Twitch. New stim unloading. Let's see. Who we gotta go to following live. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hold you in such a way that your tail's bothering you? No, stop. You can't leave. You're in trouble. You're in trouble, little girl. Who is on? I'm gonna try and find someone we don't normally raid? Question marks? Oh, let's raid Isaka Valentine. They're another vampire VTuber that we've done a collab with before a long time ago for a charity. And then like I have not seen them since. So let's go raid Dane. And I'm sorry I didn't get to stay longer. The cats are just a pain in the butt. But I will be back tomorrow and we'll see how long I can stream tomorrow. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye.